Welcome to Trucks Gone Wild Live. It's the 2020 edition, man. I tell you what, we're back in the house after a long set of holidays. But more important than that, Matthew, want to hear about your trip a little bit tonight, hopefully. Oh, what you got there?
Just fanning some Trump money, bro. I just happened to find a stack that I had from Team America sitting right below the computer.
Man, I wish I had some of that.
I saw Team America's design for their 2020 shirt, and I got to tell you, I think it looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one of those. Yeah, I just got back from Montana. We did a little snowmobiling trip up there in West Yellowstone, Montana. It was great because it was like 7 degrees in the morning when we took off. So it was like, well, the first day we did a thing through Yellowstone, which was beautiful. We saw all the animals. And the second day we just went through the woods by ourselves. And it was like we were the only people up there, dude, because it was so cold.
Man, I am so jealous of you. I went on that trip with several friends of mine several years ago. It's probably been, 12 years ago, 10, 12 years ago. And
Yeah.
man, what a beautiful place. I loved it there. It was an exciting trip from start to finish, man. The snowmobiling is wonderful. That scenery out there in the blue skies are just flat out amazing, man. Some of the most beautiful country I've ever witnessed, and pretty awesome. So, man, I was really jealous when you got the opportunity to go out there. So, anyway, it's good to be back 2020, man. I hope you had a great set of holidays.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Just check out my Instagram, All Day Stealing, and we were out there. So, yeah, good holiday, man, everything. I check out, Worcester. After that live show on the 18th, I was out. And even prior to that, I was only doing live shows because once December hits, and actually, Worcester, I want to give you credit this year. You really left me alone good. And I don't mean that to sound bad. But what I'm saying is, like, this now about me. Chris knows this about me. Chuck knows. My inner circle knows, dude. Once December hits, it's like, don't call me for anything unless something's on fire or it's an absolute emergency through early January, through New Year's and all that. Dude, even still, I mean, we've been making radio commercials for Bamboo and all this stuff. But, dude, for like a month, I'm out. I unplug and I don't talk to anybody. I see stuff I see comments from buddies of mine. They're like, oh, you're alive. I'm alive,
Yeah.
but I'm not doing a damn thing.
That's right. Well, I've learned my lesson. That's for dang sure. But I tell you what, man, who makes it possible for us in 2020, man? BigShocks.com renews up with us, of course. One of our fantastic and long-standing partners, man. They've been involved from the forum days to, just the beginning phases of Facebook, all the way to through where we are now and a part of the live show each and every week. Big Shocks and BigShocks.com, Jared and his entire team, man. And real excited to announce that RaceQuip's going to be back in with us as another partner, our safety partner for 2020. Spoke to Roger and the guys there, man. So I'm happy to announce that they're going to be partnering with us this year to furnish all kinds of safety equipment to race winners throughout the season, and we'll keep everybody up to speed on what's up for grabs when and all that kind of stuff. But I'm really excited to have Big Shocks and RaceQuip back on the line for 2020 with Trucks Gone Wild.
Me too, man. It's always a pleasure working with these guys, and it's nice to keep the relationships going. What I'd like to do is ask everybody that's watching right now, if you could chime in and say where you're at and what the temperature is, because I only say that because a couple of days ago when, like I said, when we took off, it was 7 degrees. And, snowsuits are pretty awesome. And I had never really worn a nice one. Years ago when we went up to Chad's place up in Minnesota, Chad's Ranch, they gave us some like snowsuits from the early 70s, and Chuck D and I, we put them on, and it was pretty cool, and everybody had a good laugh. But these were like nice ones, dude. I mean, what's funny is, you can't tell the dudes from the women. Everybody just looks like a big marshmallow walking around.
That's right. Unisex.
Man. And it's a lot of, the women were all like, yeah, it's so much easier for you guys to pee. It wasn't easy to pee. It was easier. But listen, that's all we've got as guys. It's the only advantage that we have is it's easier in life to pee pretty much anywhere. That's why we have 4-door trucks, because with a 4-door truck, the world is our toilet.
It is, women, I'm telling you.
You get free to nightclubs. You don't pay for drinks. You get these breaks everywhere. It's all we have. Let us have peeing outside. Love it. Where are you from? What's the temperature? Tell me what it is.
I don't see temperatures, but I take that back. I'm starting to see some temperatures now. Here's Justin Gordon. Welcome to the show, Justin. He's in Jackson, Mississippi. It's 48 degrees there.
Hey, Justin Gordon.
Yes, sir. David in Daytona Beach says it's 59 in Daytona Beach, which that's kind of nippy in the air for Daytona Beach, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Lakeland 56. High Springs is 41 degrees. I tell you what. Oh, wait. Here we go. Andrew, -6. Whew.
Yeah, but they're like way up there. You know what?
Up in Patricia, up in Maine,
go like another 8 hours.
She's at 28 degrees. Augusta, 46 degrees. That's close to me.
Seth Neighbor, -13 up in Minnesota. Yeah.
Redemption. Hey, Redemption. How you doing, man? Good to see you tonight. Indiana, 19.
Hey, Redemption, where are you from in Indiana? Because I was born in Indiana, and Redemption and I follow each other on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And I know he's from out of Indiana, and I know I've seen it, but I forget. Because I was born in a town called LaPorte, Indiana. And LaPorte, Indiana is outside of South Bend. So up there kind of in the northwest corner. Still have family in LaPorte, Indiana.
Well, Penny is up in our good friends territory in Saskatchewan, -22 Celsius. Holy crap, what is that? I may have to get the conversion out there for that one.
It's not going to be -22 on the Trucks Gone Wild cruise. I can tell you that.
Look, there's Christian Ledford.
Hey.
There's Chris. He's like, hey.
What do we know about
what's the temperature of Christmas?
What do we know about LaPorte, Indiana? Who was born in LaPorte, Indiana?
This guy.
No.
Who else? Somebody else was?
Yes.
No way. Who? I thought I was the most famous dude born in LaPorte, Indiana.
Burt Reynolds, LaPorte, Indiana.
Who? Burt Reynolds?
Burt Reynolds.
Hey, Chris, do you remember years ago? I'll tell you something about the LaPorte, Indiana. They have like a fairgrounds in LaPorte. And we started hearing about this dude that was going to throw this event. And remember, Bucked Up took their trailer from Florida all the way up there. Our buddy John brought his trailer up there because he was promised numbers. They said they were going to get 100,000 people through the gate over the course of the weekend. They were doing this big off-road expo event. And then it came to us too. And they go, do you guys want to sponsor it and be a part of it? They're like, it's in LaPorte, Indiana. I'm like, I know LaPorte, Indiana. You are not going to do 100,000 people in freaking LaPorte, Indiana. And John did not call us because why would he? He didn't know I was born in LaPorte. It was a slaughter of an event. Everybody lost money. Everybody got screwed. Everybody was pissed off, except who? Us, because we knew not to go. Right.
Hey, look, here's Chad chiming in right now. He says, hey, look, it's 5 degrees up in Millica and still got them snowmobile suits if you need them, Matt.
Hey, I'm so glad they kept those because actually, you know what's funny, Christine, now that I wear stuff a little bit snugger than I used to, that suit might actually fit perfect.
Hey, Mike Shiflett's checking in from Virginia, man. He says it's 30 degrees there.
Dude. Good to see Mike Shiflett. Man.
Yeah. Dominic from Michigan's 12 degrees up in Michigan. Man, that sounds cold. Good gracious.
Yeah, well. All right. Cool. Moving on. But that's good. Feel free to chime in. I mean, throughout the whole show if you want to, and it's all good. But Wister, you've got the agenda tonight. I did not print it out. Chris didn't print it out. So you're steering the ship.
Imagine that.
No pressure. Besides interrupting, if anything goes wrong tonight, Wister, it's on you.
Definitely. Well, you know, what we're doing is we're talking about, it's been Diesel Brothers and Dirty Mutter Truckers for the last several weeks. We've been talking about that leading up to our 2 weeks off, our little mini vacation, as I want to call it. But right now, man, we're getting ready. Things are getting ready to kick into high gear for Trucks Gone Wild, the Dysfunctional family. We're getting ready to see a lot of friends again here very soon at different places. And just want to start out by the little 2020 preview about what to expect over the next few days. The next few weeks. And, of course, we're going to be starting off, man, with some serious truck tug action and a big old truck party January 25th at the barn in Sanford, Florida. So, Matt, with that, I'll turn it right back over to you.
Well, we're always excited about everything going on at the barn. It's our Central Florida home right now, and we've had a lot of fun there. And we are going to go back there Saturday night, January 25th, for the event formerly known as Monster Eve. Yes, it's not Monster Eve in January because there is no Monster Jam in January. That's later on in May. But this is when we always did Monster Eve. And the cool thing about the barn, and there's enough time right now because our buddy Brandon Ferguson, I heard he's flying down with a crew and they're coming down to party. The beautiful part about it is it's miles from the airport in Sanford. Sanford is one of those airports that's serviced by Allegiant pretty heavily. They almost pay you to fly to Sanford. You know what I mean? Like you could actually fly to Sanford and make money and then come to the barn and then buy drinks.
Drink free all night, right?
Yep. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that. Wister, I'm glad you cleared that up because you were like coming up in the next couple of days. I'm like, Matt Steele ain't doing nothing over the next couple of days.
I'm sorry.
Still on vacation, dude. I mean, unless y'all need something, but looking very forward. Jerry Strickland. Yeah, buddy. Same spot for you. All right. That's all good. And we'll see you in there. 4 Wheel Parts. Just talking to Austin a bunch on that. 4 Wheel Parts. You talk about people coming back as sponsors for the events. 4 Wheel Parts of Trucks Gone Wild, continuing their relationship at the barn in Sanford, and Jerry will be there as well, and maybe even somebody else. I don't know. I got weeks to figure it out. Chris, I saw a hand up, and I was on a roll.
Everybody's asking me about VIP parking, and what I mean by everybody is actually nobody's asked me about it. So
everybody's asking me.
So. If you say so, or you want to wait till the end of the show?
Right now.
Let's do it.
Okay. Boom. VIP parking is on sale right now at tgwstore.com, or go to trucksandwild.com and click on store, or just tgwstore.com. And what I mean right now is I put it up about 20 minutes ago. So it's active.
Chris.
Yes.
When will VIP passes be on sale, you say?
I'll order right now.
Oh, right now. Oh, excellent.
Right now.
Excellent.
It's the best seats in the house, and there's only a few, folks. I've had several people been asking me about it, so they're probably going fast. You could probably log in right now and see how fast they're going. So, yeah, if you want a VIP parking spot, you better jump on the train right this second. tgwstore.com. Remember, Matt and Chris, the first time we did those back for the very first event, they sold out in like 8 minutes.
Yeah. Next one took 18 days.
We only sell 10 of them, so it's not like there's 50 of these things. There's 10 of them, and you're crammed in there. But you are the 10 people with the trucks, and then we usually give one away. And 4 Wheel Parts has got some probably. So, but yeah, we can't give. We're limited with space, so we sell 10, we give one away, and people are like, oh, just give a couple more away. There's simply not room to do it. So,
yeah.
Question.
Yes,
so you can confirm right now, here and now, that we are going to do a VIP parking pass giveaway, some kind of contest between now and January 15th. Is that correct?
One.
We're going to give away one. So be on the lookout over the next week or so, because Wister will be putting out a brand new contest for that VIP parking pass. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Are we gonna do that next? Are we gonna give it away next week or the week after?
Let's do it next week, dude.
Do it early?
No, next week. Oh, next week or the week after that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's figure that out next week.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give it away the Wednesday night before the event.
All right, that's 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. We'll give it away. We'll give it away the Wednesday night live on the show, the Wednesday before the event. Excellent.
All right.
Thanks for confirming that, guys.
That's if all goes well. I mean, don't send us hate mail if we don't. If something comes up, whatever. So
it'll happen. I'll make it happen.
We could get a call from somebody's mom or something that's never been to a tug of war, and we tugs at our heartstrings and we give her the extra spot. I don't know. We're nice guys like that. So
wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So any details you need to share right now about times, distance, any of that kind of stuff about the upcoming event?
About the barn? Yes, I'm going to make a joke. Okay. And keep in mind, everything that I'm about to say is a lie, right? Just so you know. We are going to blow the pad clean after every pull. We're going to weigh in all the trucks and make sure everybody's at the same hitch height. That way, it's totally unwatchable. I'm totally kidding. We're doing it like we always do. No rules, no nothing. Come out, show off. Don't expect to win anything. It doesn't cost you anything to pull, but you're not going to win anything either. All you're going to do is look like a badass in front of a couple thousand people. And that really is what it's all about. So.
Yep. Good deal. All right. Well, after that, it's the first huge bogging weekend of the year. of the season, everything. All eyes will pay attention and shift focus to Okeechobee, Florida, and Plant Bamboo. That's February 13th through the 16th for the awesome. This is the third annual Muddy Valentine event at Plant Bamboo in Okeechobee, Florida.
I'm glad you keep track of that.
Hey, man, I keep track of everything. I have to.
So Chris and I, we just actually did the radio commercial for that last night. What, 9:30?
Yep. I tell you, this event seems to have one of them buzz things happening about it. You know what I mean? Like some street level gangster shit going on. You know what I mean? Like people are talking about it. You know, I know the first big minute of the year, but it could be one of the biggest of the year, the way it's feeling right now. You know?
I don't want to start any rumors. I heard Johnny Cobbler might show up. I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't mean to break this to you live on the air. Johnny Cobbler is he's no longer with us.
No, he is. He should maybe not singing anymore. I don't know.
He got caught up in this. I can't even do this. Big joke is that somebody said Johnny Cobbler was dead years ago. She's not dead.
No.
And they say he got caught up in some gangster shit. But Johnny Cobbler is like a Christian man who wrestles alligators for a living. Anyway.
Yeah, and listen, we like Johnny Cobbler. We're not making fun of it. This is just what other people used to say, and it became an inside joke with us. So we just kind of took that, and it became an inside joke. So I hope Johnny Cobbler does show up. I'd love to see him, dude. Yeah. Johnny Cobbler shows up, I'm gonna let him do what he wants to do, man. So
he'd be like, shoot.
What? He'd be like,
first time I ever met that guy.
Oh, that bitch ain't nothing. All right, totally freezing up.
Yep, everybody's freezing up.
Hey,
it's okay.
All right.
First time I ever laid eyes on that guy was, remember when he came to TCR and he did the little, the little deal.
Dude, that was great because that was back when Kinfolk, which was the original lineup, then they were playing, and somebody like threw a quarter stick of dynamite underneath the stage. Jeff McCool and I were talking. We were cutting wrestling promos on each other, and this girl thought that we were going to fight, so she attacked me. And oh, dude, she came after me, and I just turned, and she fell on the ground, and Jeff McCool was like, "Matt Steele, don't knock that bitch out!" And I'm like, "No, I really didn't." She just fell.
That was good. That was a good weekend. I shot that commercial that it's on our YouTube channel.
Hey, Wes, are you showing up at the barn like that night, dude? Because Wes has races that day. Wes has got races down. He said, I'm going to show up. Maybe he meant Bamboo. I don't know. We moved on to Bamboo, didn't we? So I know Wes is busy during the day, and some guys were talking about trying to race during the day and then show up for the tugs at night. That's going to be tight. So I'm not asking.
Where's Wes's event at? What part of the state is it in?
No. Lazy Springs that weekend.
Oh, it's Lazy Springs that weekend? Okay, I thought it was Waldo.
Yeah, so they're doing a race, which is cool. That's all good. I remember when Wes called me on that date. He goes, "Man," he goes, "Are you going to be mad at me?" I'm like, "Wes, I don't get mad at you." I was like, "It happens, you know. Plus, the places are a couple hours away, and that's a racing event. Ours is a tug of war event." I go, "Dude, it's all good, you know." So, okay, Wes, Bamboo, yeah. So I did see a comment earlier that somebody said, "Hey, we need a racetrack at Bamboo." I'm not saying anything. All I am saying, and we've alluded to this on this live show before, we are going to go to Bamboo and drive around and take a time out of that weekend. Wes is coming down, Chris, you, me, Chuck, probably Brian, and a handful of other people, Aaron and Adam, and not Wemple, but Adam that works with Aaron. Totally different Adam. And because Wemple's probably not going to be at Bamboo if I'm a gambling man. And we're going to take a look and maybe try to find an area out there because I think there's some cool stuff that we could do at Bamboo in the future. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'd like to do it. And we're going to be looking at that. So those of you that are thinking of racetrack or freestyle, we're trying, but I'll never guarantee anything.
Yep.
Jeff Hall just posted Johnny Cobbler's YouTube channel or a link. Hell yeah. You never know where the show's going to go, dude.
That's right. Be on the lookout. I think if you go to Plant Bamboo's Facebook page, I believe they've already started the ticket giveaways there. They'll be doing 2 or 3 between now and February 13th. They always do some great ones. Trucks Gone Wild will also be giving away several tickets, so be on the lookout for those contests coming up. So I'm just going ahead and put you on alert now to make sure you keep following the page and everything else. Okay.
Hey, I will tell you this. I think that Aaron probably is more dialed in with the social media with Bamboo than if not every other part, then the vast majority of them for sure, because he pays attention to that. He sent that text the other day, and he was looking at the number of interactions during a week versus this time last year before the February event, and it was way up. It was up by, 70% or something like that.
Yeah,
and
big number.
So that's a good sign. Chris, you had said that you thought this was going to be a lightning in a bottle type deal at Bamboo, and I agree with you. I think that potentially is going to happen, and it's going to be good. You know why I'm excited? Because Duke Bohannon is on with us tonight. That's another reason I'm excited. Is that what you were going to say, Chris?
Dude, I was just going to stop you and go, hold the presses. Duke Bohannon is in the house.
There's Duke. Hey, Duke, welcome to the show, buddy.
Dude, Duke just taking a break from being cool and whooping ass to hang out with us, dude. I love it.
Yeah,
dude. Look, we do our end of the year awards in December. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my 2 cents in for that for something. Duke might have to get an award.
Best name of the year, Duke Bohannon, dude.
Appreciate you tuning in tonight, buddy. Sure do. I already saw several questions. Where's Duke tonight? Where's Duke tonight? Leading up to him signing in. So that's awesome. But I tell you what, let's move on because we got to go on to our next event. Man, a lot going on at this one this year. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
I would like to know where Duke's at and what the temperature is. Just say.
Duke, can you tell us where you are and what your temperature is there? You missed the very front of the show where we were asking those questions. So those are very important. We need to know. But Chris and Matt, moving on, man, we're going to be going back to Soggy Bottom, St. George, Georgia, which is right there, dead on the Georgia-Florida line. Matter of fact, I think the tug of war pad actually is Georgia and Florida. I know they make a big joke about that, but they've got Georgia on one side and Florida on one side. It's almost like the state lines cut down the middle of the tug pad there. But man, we're going to be heading back there. It's going to be February the 20th through the 23rd. It's going to be the Trucks Gone Wild weekend, and a lot of new things are going to be going on that weekend. But great mud, awesome trails, nice facility. You guys talk about it a little bit more.
That honestly, in my opinion, is one of the coolest laid out places that we go. And I don't know if it's on accident or if it was done on purpose. That's one of those that you just don't know. I think some of the, how some people are just genetically blessed. That's kind of like that park is, it's just got cool trails. It's got the river down there. There's just so many different things that you can ride around and see and do. And it's not the biggest park that we go to. By far, it's not. But man, there's a big open mud field that's great. And they've got that area where we used to do freestyle there, going back, 7 or 8 years ago? Was that when we used to do that?
Yeah.
We took a little break because there were issues there. Those issues are gone and everything is good. And it has nothing to do with the issues have nothing to do with the current ownership or management or anything like that. So don't think that. The issues were just some outside of the park issues, and those are handled. And I'm excited because Wes is coming down there and going to build a track, and we're going to do some mega truck racing. A bunch of the guys from the Dirty Seven are going to be there. A bunch of the other guys that we've also seen on Dirty Mutter Truckers from other parts of the country are going to be there. And Wister, you have got your deal going on there as well, kind of pairing up at a couple different locations.
Yeah, if you give me a second, I'll tell you everybody about it right quick. It's the new.
Well, here, I'm just going to interrupt you just to make it even. But go ahead.
It's the new 2020 FTI Mud Racing Series, man, presented by FTIperformance.com. And you're right, the very first points racing event is going to be at the Soggy Bottom Mud Park. You said it first. There's going to be a lot of Dirty Mutter truckers there, people that are on the show, people that have raced against the Dirty Seven. There's going to be tons of racers there. We've joined forces with the 1-ton series and the Mega Truck Bad Boy series and come together as one for this new 2020 season. Yes, sir. Chris.
Did you say a ton of races are going to be there?
Racers.
Oh,
not what you said.
I said ton of racers.
No, I said not what Chris said.
Yeah.
So you think about that, dude, over the course of the weekend, right? Open mud holes, trails, mega truck racing, your 1-ton series, tug of war is probably on Friday night. Looks like it's going to fall into my lap. I'll handle that. Dude, that's a lot going on. And I like to schedule less stuff and just kind of, do the thing. But this is all good stuff. At Tug of Wars, I'm going to tell you right now, Tug of Wars Friday night, they're not going for 3.5 hours. That ain't happening. It's going to be like about an hour. So when I say I haven't figured out what the time, did we put that on the flyer, like times they're going to start? We probably put like 7 or something, right? Or did we not?
I think we started some of that. Yeah, I can go back and look if you need me to right quick.
I don't care. I'm issuing hypotheticals here. Look, what I'm saying is if we start Tug of Wars at 7 and they're going really good, we might take them to, 8:30 or so. But if I got to start waiting 2 or 3 minutes for trucks to show up and 5 minutes in between, we're calling it. Boom, Tug of Wars are done. So you guys want to do Tug of Wars, just pay attention to when I say the time, be there 15 minutes before that and be ready. And we're boom, 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 high impact, excitement. And when that fades off, we're done, and then it's party time.
Party time.
Ken April, my man, is going to be there. He says tugs all night. Ken, I love you. No, tugs for about 90 minutes tops. Ken put the screws in his tire years and years ago there at Soggy Bottom. He's like, dude, I put all these screws in my tires. I want to see if the sparks come up. And they kind of did. Like in person, you could see the tires sparking. I don't remember if it translated to video all that well because we were still doing DVDs at the time. But
Hal Benisaki wants to make sure that he chimes in tonight. He wants to let Chris know that your hair is looking fabulous this evening, sir.
So I went to the barbershop today, and I ran into Keith Spiker at the barbershop today.
Oh, so wow.
The level of stardom in downtown Lakeland was at an all-time high. They almost called the paper.
Oh, man.
Hey, we got a
So Gary has a question that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
So look here, we'll try to explain it as best we can because we don't know the ring thing. The way the network paired the Diesel Brothers and our show up this little mini season was beyond any of our doings, and the interesting text messages that would fly every week because of the not showing up on the DVR and people not being able to see the show and the phone call and all the crap. It was very confusing, but we had nothing to do with that. The production company really had nothing to do with that. It was a network decision on way to do certain things. But the good thing is we did really well. You can see some certain things back in ratings and all that stuff, and we did really well. So I guess it worked, but I think in the future, hopefully, it'll be slotted as ours. I think they just did this because of the tie-in this season finale of those guys racing 37. I think they just chose to sandwich them together.
Chris, was it two of the weeks that they did that? Didn't it show up as Dirty Mudder Truckers, the other ones?
They showed up the 1 week we showed up as Dirty Mudder Truckers, and then they moved some stuff around. But here's some inside baseball here. So they moved some stuff around because of the national championship game that's playing this coming Monday, I believe, the 13th.
That's right. So
that's when the finale was supposed to be, but everybody's freaking out about that game, and they try to maximize the viewership because we were going up against Monday Night Football for like 2 or 3 weeks, which is it's hardcore. Football wins everything.
Yeah.
So last night was the first night with no football or nothing crazy. So what they did is they doubled up the episodes a week ago and then doubled up a Diesel Brothers episode leading to the finale for both of our shows this last Monday. And that's the way that did. So because next week is, of course, the game. So
Chris, will we start up again 2 weeks then? Or do we know?
Oh, again?
Yeah, like the next show.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. See, we shot 12 episodes, and we were told that they were going to air 6 and then 6, like with a space in between of who knows how long. We don't know, a month, 2 months, 3 months. But then we were told they were all going to show all 12 in a row. But then that all changed 2 weeks ago because of the game and Monday Night Football and all that other stuff. But the cool thing is, this Monday, out of the 10 o'clock hour, out of cable television, not the networks, not NBC, ABC, but we're talking about cable, everything cable. We were number 2 at 10 o'clock next to WWE Wrestling, which we ain't never going to beat the wrestling.
No.
But that's good. Yeah, great ratings for Monday night.
Yeah, it was good. It was good stuff.
And like everybody, I'm sorry.
Here's what Chris just said in a nutshell about the television business. It changes daily, all the time. It changes multiple times in a day. We'll get a text about something at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, hey, everybody, put this on your social media. Get the word out. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's changed. Put this on your social media. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
I've got a what do you call that? An interactive question, Wister. Can I just go ahead on the fly with it?
Sure.
Okay. So whoever watched the show on Monday knows that the Diesel brothers took on the Dirty Seven. Now, there's only one really rule to this whole thing is you need 4 race trucks and 3 bog trucks. Now, everybody saw what the Diesel brothers brought in. Do you think they played by the rule, or do you think they bent the rule? I won't say cheated.
Made their own rules.
Or made their own rules. So how should we put that? It's one or the other. So what do we want to say? Fair or unfair or cheat or not? What do we want to say?
I think everybody understands exactly what you're saying, so it's all
good.
Good.
Yeah, they can say.
Well, how about if they thought it was bullshit? How about they?
Well, and it's never going to line up perfectly because somebody will say, well, dude, sometimes you guys go up against the team and you're overpowered them. Okay, that's fine. It does, but it's still close. Like that was kind of a tad loud. I'm not crying. Like I think it's good. Dude, it resulted in the highest rated show so far. It's all good,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, look, it was really good. And look, you're not going to win every race, and the team's not going to win every team race. Of course not. But it was interesting. Being on set that day, you remember tensions were high. It's not like the Diesel brothers came in and Dennis came in and everybody was happy and glad hand and jerking each other off because they were having a great time. It wasn't like that at all. There was some tension in the air, and those guys, they wanted to beat us, and we wanted to beat them. And there were trucks that needed a lot of work right before that race, and everybody was scrambling. It was a hell of a day. That's like one of the most tense days that we had on set for sure.
Yep.
Oh, totally. Crazy. However, I thought the show came out good. One thing, admittedly, what I would like to see more humor in the show across the board, but that's me. We've always done that in our videos. We all like to laugh and I mean, whatever. There's a team of editors, and I think there's some editors that want to make it like super serious, all about the racing. There's probably an editor that wants to see some funny stuff in there, and he was off for the editing of the other night's show because it was all very serious. But I will say this. As much as I want to see humor in the show, I knew what happened, and I watched it last night because I was on a plane coming back home on Monday night. So I was bumping the +3 rating the next day. And I knew what happened, and I couldn't sit down and watch it. So,
yeah. Me too. It was great.
Yeah.
Hey, any more behind-the-scenes stuff that you want to talk about from the last 6 episodes that we just got through watching?
I have one thing. You know what I thought Monday night? Because Monday night, that segment with Chucky D and Dennis, I thought was so cool because in my opinion, anybody that saw that, if you didn't already know, it solved the world's mystery of where the word megatruck came from. All right? Because listen, Chuck, Chris, me, Wister, we dump on each other and rag on each other so much. It's a rough crowd. Wister, you know that probably better than any of us. But it's like the one thing you can't say bad about Chuck D is that he didn't create the word because he did. His truck was mega truck. It was his thing. TGW1 is the proof of that, because I saw friends of mine on Facebook going, Chuck D did not create the word mega truck. Listen,
Yeah.
a lot of arguments about what mega trucks are. If you don't know that Chuck D created the word mega truck, you don't need to be arguing about mega trucks. All right? It's like when people say, Matt Steele just got into trucks because he was trying to get on TV, and he hasn't been in trucks for a long time. Bro, if you want to talk monster truck history, you want to truck old tractor tire, we're going back to the Arizona Sidewinder. We're talking about the High Plains Drifter, the Mudlord, all those old guys that Richard Scott and I know about. If you want to go trivia with me about old school trucks, I'm not the guy to do that against. I'm not the guy. Pick your arguments and do it smarter than that.
I love it.
I'm telling you. So I think, in my opinion, Chuck D, hopefully he put that argument to rest. He did come up with the word. And if you don't know it, you shouldn't be arguing about it.
That's right. Yes, Chris.
He'll also take on late 90s and early 2000s porn stars with anybody too. He will take you on that.
Oh, I love it.
Hold on. Late night. I'd go mid 90s. Mid 90s. Yeah, I go mid 90s to early 2000s. Yeah.
I didn't want to date you.
You know, now that we lost the subscription that our company used to sponsor for us to use internally, I'm not so up to date with the current names.
Oh, that's good.
There used to be a thing called the Portal, and the Portal no longer exists. I think it was about $159 for the year. And I'd call Chris. I'd be like, dude, the Portal's about to expire. He's like, renew that bitch.
That's good stuff.
Oh, man.
All right. What about any other episodes you want to do? You got some behind the scenes stuff? If not, anybody want to ask any questions about the first 6 episodes? Do a little rapid fire Q&A.
Oh, did I make my point that Chuck D definitely created the word mega truck? Did I make that point clear enough?
No. What are you talking about? Did you mention?
I'm talking about people argue about what a mega truck is.
Oh, they do.
What a mega truck is. You better know who came up with the word. It was Chuck D. Damn it! I'm defending his honor. It's like somebody wrote something bad about Chuck D on the water tower, and I'm climbing up that thing to paint it to defend his honor.
That's exactly right. All right. If anybody's got any Q&A questions now, drop them in at the bottom of the screen.
Hey, they said I'm lagging and breaking up.
You've been doing that all night.
It's been horrible all night. I
texted you 15 minutes ago telling you that.
Well, let me log out and I'll log back in.
Hey, got a great question for you, Matt. This one's going to let you field this one. Who killed Epstein?
That would not be himself, and the true answer is Clinton. And they're probably coming for me next now.
I don't know. You never know.
Chad DeRitter. Dude, don't piss off Matty Body Slams girls. Only when they start it. All right? Listen, I don't need that being said about me. Every now and then they start it.
Is that a little better? Yeah, that's better.
Why didn't you tell me? I was saying funny shit all night, and now you're saying my screen was...
No, you need to have the service come out because it's still horrible. It's been bad all night. Wister did. He sent a text.
Is it still bad?
Perry Jensen has a great question. Just wondering if there was an IRS agent on site covering all the bets and information during the Dirty Seven passes. I'm
sorry, Perry. We just lost your connection.
Yes.
Call me later, caller.
Doors.
Got a question from Jeff Hall. He wants to know how Wister Jr.'s doing. That's actually Wister the fourth, man. He is the fourth, and he's doing absolutely fabulous. He's been lazy throughout the holidays. He's going back to school and last semester of high school. It's kind of a bittersweet kind of thing, but last semester of high school coming up for Wister, and we'll be taking him down to Soggy Bottom for his first race at Soggy Bottom. Never been there, and then I'm bringing him, Matt and Chris, I'm bringing him to Redneck Mud Park because that's on the racing schedule. So
yeah, the only thing racing will be his zipper.
And is he right or left-handed, Wister? Asking for a friend.
Asking for He is very excited about going on that trip.
Daddy, can we stop at the Walmarts? I need 40 more towels for the RV.
Yeah, he is very excited about going to Redneck Web Park. So, Jeff, appreciate you asking about Worcester.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, just look at it before you get it on.
I will. Oh, yeah, I will. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You just get some cookies?
I got some mini burrito bowls with some toppings, and there's some cookies in there as well, dude. I live in the greatest neighborhood in the world, dude. It's like not everybody back here is cool, but there sure are 5 or 6 cool houses, man. And they know that I'm just like single and I cry myself to sleep at night and I barely eat. So they just bring me food sometimes. It's wonderful.
Well, Bobby Brown says 8 Seconds Bar with Matt and Chucky D, the start of Mega Trucking.
Hey, Chris was there with us too.
Yep.
They just, you know.
It's good stuff.
Yep. When all that started at 8 Seconds, I was running a recording studio up there, dropping beats, yo.
Rick.
Were you on the one?
Rick's got a question. Any of the Dirty Seven going to be at Soggy Bottom? The answer is yes. There'll be a bunch of them there. Yep, they're coming in to race and hang out and do everything. So the racing talent and competition there is going to be extreme. So it's going to be a very, very awesome first race. So looking forward to having all the Dirty Seven guys. So everybody going to Soggy Bottom, yeah, if you want to see some good racing, want to see the Dirty Seven guys, show up. That's February 20th through the 23rd, racing on the 22nd.
Wister, I hear you are announcing that day.
I've not heard that, but I will.
I'm kidding. I might let you come up there and chatter a little bit with me.
Yeah. You going to call all the racing?
Yeah, I'm going to call all of it.
Wonderful.
So, I mean, if you wanna come up and do some, feel free. I'll do all of it.
You know, I'm always the backup plan.
I'm just looking down my any TGW news for September main event. I mean, the plan is the usual. So I'll be getting with Randy. I've been taking time off, and Randy's been going back and forth to Jamaica. We'll work that out. Art Piper was asking, when do we know that the Texas show will air? Art, I'm not sure yet, dude. As we said earlier, it just changes so much, and I don't even know how long the break is now between now and when we start airing again. So, Art, you'll probably know before I do. But if I do find out, I will let you know so you can spread the word. Because, Art, you were there when we raced Texas, obviously, because you were on the Texas team. My favorite bet of all time. So, Chris just asked me like what my favorite race was on all of the ones from Dirty Mudder Truckers. Who was your favorite race from the Dirty Mudder Truckers? If you're asking about what my favorite race was, one of them might have been against Team Texas. My favorite bet by far was on the episode against Team Texas. And I just hope that it translates good to television because it was awesome. So the Minnesota show, there's a couple more like Florida, Georgia teams that are mixtures of guys from Florida and Georgia. The Texas show is going to be outstanding. The Minnesota show is outstanding. Gosh, Chris, what was the other ones, man? They're all good.
Yeah, there's a couple Florida teams. There's one kind of mixed team. But here, I'll give a little bit of a way about the Texas show. The Texas show right now is supposed to be the season finale for next. It was going to be the season finale if they would have played all 12 in a row, but they decided not to do that for some reason. So whenever they come back, if they play the next 6 that we already filmed, Texas is supposed to be the finale for that.
Okay.
So
rightfully so.
It was, dude. There's a lot of the producers and stuff are saying that that's their favorite episode.
Yeah,
for sure, was the Texas one. Because I mean, we can't give too much away, but it was tight racing,
good event,
interesting racing, and there was a lot of things to battle that day. It took a lot of people to make that happen. It was really good.
Agreed. Not Pablo FB Jail asks, will the TGW trailer be at Bamboo? No, it will not.
Hey, I know something we do need to remind everybody about. We've released over the last 24 hours the brand new Trucks Gone Wild 2K19 video is available to watch and stream. It's on YouTube and it's 2 hours long. So you want something cool to watch one night? Plug that up to your TV, man, and stream away because that's a fantastic compilation of highlights from the entire 2019 season. Awesome action, great parks. So be sure to check that out on YouTube. We've sent out text alerts, emails. We put it on Facebook, everywhere. So be sure to go to YouTube, our YouTube channel, and check out the 2K19 link and watch away, man, because it's going to be one hell of a ride. Great show to watch on given night if you want to keep up with what's some awesome mud trucking action.
But look, do this. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can see what we put out stuff all the time. But
yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe for sure, because we've got a private jet to pay for, and every million views we get, we make about 13 cents, which will get us about 3 feet on the runway.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's all that YouTube money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got YouTube money, we got TV money. Our money's got money.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
My 401k has a retirement plan when it gets tired of counting money.
Oh
man.
Just
I wish that was 2% true. I really do. You know.
Another great question about some big stuff coming up. Jerry Strickland asks, how fast is the Dysfunctional family cruise filling up?
Well, obviously, Chris forgot to mention that we've also got cruise money.
That's right. Don't forget about cruise money.
No, at least we didn't lose too much on the first one. You know, we didn't lose enough on the first one to keep us from doing another one. So maybe on the second one we can break even.
Well, Matt, I've got a tip for you for 2020, okay? If you'll just cut back on all the partying that you did from 2019 just a little bit, I think we'll go back in the black.
Cole Hudson and I got together and said that one of us is going to have to behave a little bit better on next year's cruise. And we flipped a coin, and I was the one chosen to behave. So Cole Hudson can go hard just like he did, because he might have been the only one that was at my level the whole time.
He was right there hung tough.
Dude, he's the man.
Well,
and he's probably on his fourth liver too.
Yeah. Well, for 2020, the Trucks Gone Dysfunctional Family Cruise, we've talked about it a little bit, but all the information is online now at trucksgonewild.com. If you want to know a little bit about it, the videos are there, the links, the phone numbers to call. If you pay for it and book now, you've got 6 months plus to pay for the thing. So you can pay it off a little along the way. You don't have to pay it all up front. So go ahead and check out trucksgonewild.com, click on the cruise tab, and then all the information for the 2020 cruise to Cozumel, Mexico is right there. And man, I tell you what, it couldn't be any more convenient than to be able to book now and pay for it later. So I think the deadline to pay for it's like July 1st or something.
I do get a lot of people asking me about that. And the thing is, you know, hey, how much is it? How much? Man, and the thing, we really don't know. It's the company that we work with that handles all of that. And they're so nice. When I talk about how nice they are, and usually when people are watching now that have dealt with them, and Bree handles most of it, you know, she does most of the legwork on that. And she's got to be one of the nicest human beings when you talk to her on the phone. And then when you meet her in person, she's equally as nice. This company is wonderful to work with. If you're like, I don't know if I want to go because I'm going to have to ask them a bunch of dumb questions, they don't care. Don't ask us the dumb questions because we'll give you dumber answers.
That's right.
You know, it's so much fun, and it's different than a truck event. You know, so
it was awesome. I will agree.
You know who's online tonight? I don't know if you need Scott Brickle's on commenting tonight.
Scott Brickle.
He wants to know, what about your modeling money there, Matt?
You can't count that money.
Dude, modeling money, movie money, commercial money.
Yeah. Now, Scott Brickle's so famous. He has famous people playing him.
That's good stuff right there now.
Yeah. Who else has Trace Atkins playing them? Nobody. No.
Yeah, Scott goes, yeah, they made a movie about me. Like one of the biggest country music stars in the world played me. What do you do?
Hey, while Scott's watching, let's talk about his event, dude, at
Dude.
Brick in June. And probably one of the most talked about things that we have going on in 2020 is that Bricks Beater Bash, dude. I can't tell you how many messages I get about that. We put out the video. Dude, that video's got like 1 million views. It was crazy. Unbelievable.
I tell you, you can get tickets at a discount, I believe, right? Or did I just make that up?
No, pre-sale tickets are online. They already went on sale. Yeah, we've sent some information about that, and you'll probably see a couple of campaigns coming out over the next few weeks. But yeah, it makes it so easy to get into that part when you buy them up front, and and you can save a little bit of money, and it just makes it so convenient. So, yep.
Yeah, go to bricksoffroadpark.com. Get your tickets now. You can save a little money, and it makes things a lot easier when you get to the park. And Scott said the cruise is a great idea. Should we give Scott credit for that?
Yeah, I mean, it only took him however many years to talk us into doing that.
Yep. He's like Mercy. Scott manages Mercy. He manages a big, what do you call it? Is it a Christian band, or you call it, what do you call it? What's the proper term?
It would be called a Christian band. That's exactly.
No, I don't know if it's like faith-based this or that or whatever. I don't know. But he manages a Christian band, and they do a cruise. The band's Mercy. They made a movie called I Can Only Imagine, which Chris Atkins did play Scott Brickle in the movie.
Well, remember, he joined us on the live show from like one of the
red carpet.
Yeah. So
he did. That's right. That was cool too.
I mean, basically, what we're trying to say is everybody we know is famous as you know what.
Yeah, pretty much. And now all the Dirty Seven guys are all famous too, and they were our buddies, but now they've all forgotten about us. That's fine. It happened. It happened.
All right. Well, with that being said, I'd like to remind everybody about who makes this happen each and every week, man. It's Big Shocks, BigShocks.com, Scott Brickle at Bricks Off Road. And then don't forget about Race Quip coming back online for 2020, man. Going to be giving out some awesome safety gear to a lot of racing winners over the season. So I'm pretty excited about that. And that relationship continuing into 2020. They really enjoyed being a part of the Trucks Gone Wild family last year, and we're excited about re-upping for 2020. Go ahead.
I think Roger should go on the cruise. I also think somebody from Super ATV ought to go on the cruise. I think that somebody from all of these companies should go on the cruise. You know, we had a couple venue owners go last time, but I think that I'm going to put the full court press on some of the venue owners to go, because Wister, if I'm not mistaken, what better opportunity than that cruise would it have been for one of our participating sponsors or a venue owner that we work with to really mix and mingle with the people who travel to events, because almost everybody had to travel to go onto that cruise.
That's right.
It's an amazing opportunity for networking, and y'all can network, because I'm just going to party and get drunk. But y'all can network the hell out of everything, dude. It's awesome for you guys to do that.
Well, Roger from Race Quip told me that he would be going on the 2020 cruise.
There you go, dude.
How good would it be if all the sponsors came, got completely wasted, and then gave away like 5 times what they were supposed to?
It's a great idea.
Wait, is that what I did last time?
Yeah.
I'm still getting messages and emails. Hey, remember this thing that they gave away and I won? And
we got caught up in the moment because Matt's wasted, giving shit away. He looks at me like, "What do you think?" Like, let's go. Don't care.
Yep. All right. Any last questions for these guys? We're going to call it a night.
Yeah, somebody's got some questions. We can do 5 minutes and then.
Here's a good idea for the Bricks event: American flag bracelets. Do the red, white, and blue
bracelets on the.
Do red, white, and blue bracelets that light up.
So Saturday, it's Saturday. That's America Day, right?
At Bricks, yeah.
You know what we don't have at Bricks? Iran Day.
No, we don't.
We dropped a bomb on that one.
We do not have that.
Hey, Scott does agree about the venue owners on the cruise. Another
Yeah,
great idea.
No. Scott's referring to an idea he had about having some summit with all these people gathering around and talking business and doing all kind of things. Yeah, Scott, not on that cruise. That's a shit show. Look, as soon as they cross the plank or whatever, the gangway or whatever they call it, to get onto the boat, people turn to 11 and stay on that till we get off the boat.
Dude, I had to come. We came home Monday, right? Monday afternoon. And I remember Sunday night on the cruise, I was like, dude, okay. This is the night I'm going to take it easy. And it was like 4:00 in the morning. I went to bed, got up at like 6:30 to get off the boat. We drive home. I'm just like, oh my God. I had to go shoot Truck U Tuesday morning. So I had to come back from Tampa to Claremont and change out laundry, do some laundry, just go to bed feeling like crap. Wake up Tuesday morning feeling like crap, drive all the way back over to Tampa to shoot Truck U. And it was just like the whole first half of the day. It's like, I told myself I wasn't going to do this.
Oh. All right, guys, you got any final thoughts for us?
Nope.
No, seriously, book the cruise. Like, honestly, you'll be glad you did. It was like I almost thought about not going snowmobiling last weekend. And, dude, I'm so glad I went. It was probably one of the coolest trips that I've ever taken. And how often do you come back from a trip and go, I shouldn't have done that? Never. Book the cruise. Dude, Duke Bohannon is going to try to talk his wife into going on the cruise, bro. Night made. Duke.
I'm thinking guest MC one night. I mean, just throwing it out there.
We'll put his damn name on the shirt.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I cruised with Duke. Hell yeah. I cruised with the Duke. I love it already.
I tell you what, if Duke, I'm going out on a limb, we're going road. If Duke comes on the cruise, we're making Duke Bohannon koozies for everybody.
Yes.
At our expense.
Because everybody's going to have a drink with Duke.
Yeah.
Dude, drinking with Duke. Everybody's taking their picture with Duke. Dude, oh, bro. And Wister, have you looked into the Capes? Just saying.
I've got plenty of time, so I haven't
for the theme,
jumped on
for the party night, when the party breaks out at dinner time, dude, and we just start dancing. Oh, man, that's so much fun.
We need to find out.
We're like, the hell with eating. We're doing a conga line, bro.
Oh, God. I've got to cut this one off, guys.
Barry Thompson, book the cruise, friend. L&W Fab on the cruise. Let's do it.
Yep. All right.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to go eat some food.
Thank you, guys. Chris, Matt, always a pleasure.
Good job
Enjoy kicking things off. Look out for next week's show. It could be a very exciting one. Yes.
Barn VIP passes on sale now. TGWstore.com. Go get them. They're going to go fast. We only had 10. Last time I checked, there were I don't know how many left. But if you want VIP parking at the barn, TGWstore.com. Click the link. Do it.
Excellent. Good plug. All right. If you will, take a second, bottom of the screen, hit the share button, share it to your timeline for us, let everybody see it. It helps get the word out about what's going on with Trucks Gone Wild. And with that being said, Chris, Matt, thank you again. Good night.
Good night.
My internet's been screwed up all night. People are saying stuff. I don't know what's wrong with my stuff. I'll fix it next week.
Okay. All right. Okay. Peace. Good night, everybody.